welcome back to Happy Go Londons. This is our 2019 holiday gift guide. It is geared more towards the outdoor enthusiast backpacker, maybe a little bit the camper and traveler, but mostly towards the backpacker. So let's get into it. First up, bum bags or fanny packs, depending on where you're from in the world. We have two different brands here. Oh, stickers popping out of one. So we've got this Light AF bum bag. We got one that has detachable straps, so you can adjust that. You can do it two ways. This is Brady's. It has a nice pocket on the front here. Lots of room. His large phone. He's got the Pixel 3a XL, and it fits. It's an intense sound there. It fits in here along with some snacks and a little camera. So great option. We have not put this one to the test yet or used it. This one, as you probably can tell, is mine by the nice floral pattern. This is a Hightail Designs. There it is. Hightail Designs. I won a giveaway, which is fantastic. I never win anything. I won a giveaway, and I did a custom print that I designed. Because I'm a graphic designer, I do that sort of thing. And they actually ended up purchasing it from me. So you can get this same really fun floral design for yours as well. Again, this one's not detachable, and it is lots of space in there. Both small companies support local, that sort of thing. Always great, shop small. But they are waterproof. They're made out of Dyneema, which is why they're super crinkly sounding to you right now. But great waterproof, wear around, fill with snacks, your action cam, so you can have easy access to it to pull it out and catch that bird that's flying off and, whatever. In my case, catch the flowers as they blow in the wind, because if we're being real, that's what I'm really filming and taking photos of. So yeah, these are great options as little day packs or just something to have. So it's right here, easy to get your snacks out as you're hiking. That really intense climb when you need a little bite to eat. You don't have to take your pack off and find it. It's right there. So great options.
All right, next up on our gear gift list is going to be the Sea to Summit dry sacks. Now, there are several different styles and options and sizes in the Sea to Summit brand. This one here is a 20-liter lightweight dry sack. This one is Carlie's. It's going to be her food bag. She went with a heavier duty one than, say, the Ultrasil or the Ultrasil Nano, because this is going to have to be hung from a tree, bear bag. It's even got a place for a carabiner to hang it. And then we also have Carlie's 8-liter, which is the Ultrasil, and this is going to be her clothing bag. And it does not have the carabiner for the bear bag hanging, the carabiner spot, I should say. But it is lightweight. They do make an Ultrasil Nano edition, which is even lighter weight. We didn't opt for that one, but this one we highly recommend for any backpacker, hiker. You want this underneath the tree. Now, they have an even smaller one. It's a 2-liter. We'll be using this to carry all of our technology and stuff like that. They may even, I think they even have a 1-liter bag. I'm not sure what you'd want to use for a 1-liter bag, maybe like your toiletries or something like that. We're carrying a 2-liter for all of our electronics, because we're going to have charging cables, phones, cameras, that kind of thing. But you really want to see these underneath that tree this year.
I know I look ridiculous, right? It's because we don't have it. I'm sorry. It was supposed to have come in the mail today, but with Black Friday being 2 days away, and a lot of businesses now do Black Friday deals early, I am sure the mail has just been madness. So it didn't come today, but it's probably about yay big, nice and small, fits in your hand or your pocket. It is the DJI Osmo Pocket. It is small, compact, easy to travel with, and it has a gimbal system, 3-axis built into it. You can do a live track, you can do a selfie mode that keeps you in screen. It does up to 4K, 60 frames per second, and it does night mode, a time-lapse option. Tons of options, they'll be popping all over the screen. And of course, in the post, we will link where you can read about all of the nitty-gritty specs so you can see them for yourself. But the DJI Osmo. We do not have this camera yet, obviously. We have purchased it. It's on the way. But we do have the DJI Mavic Air. And we have been really happy with that DJI product. So we went ahead and purchased a few more. And so I have no doubt that we are really going to like this camera when it does come in. Sadly, I don't have it to show you. I can put a little picture of it right here just so you can see it, but we don't have it here to show you or insert any footage into. But it's on the way.
All right, so something a little simple for those of you who are traveling and need to collect your own water from the local environment, whether that's a stream, a pond, lake, wherever you're getting your water from, maybe even from the well, the local well, for if you're traveling to like a third world country or something. But we are going to be using these Cnoc or Cnoc, not quite sure how to pronounce that, outdoor water bags. These are going to be for our dirty water. They come with, I think they're silicone, very lightweight. They come with like a fold down little spot. But anyway, they're super flexible, which makes it great for collecting from hard to get water sources. So you can just pop that guy right up underneath the trickle of the stream, fill your water bladder here, and then add or zip it back closed, which I need to fold back over and then zip it back closed. Then you can connect your Sawyer squeeze, which if you want to learn more about that, go check out our stocking stuffer video. But you connect your Sawyer squeeze right there to the bottom for your filter, and you can just start rolling this guy down and forcing that water through your Sawyer squeeze and fill up your clean water bottle and be able to have clean water to drink or cook with, whatever you need at the time. And these are lightweight, really cheap, and a fantastic gift to find underneath your tree.
Shoes! Teva or Tiva, depending on who you are. So these are the sunflower. They're amazing and they make me really happy. But they are a great camp shoe because they're lightweight and they're soft to walk around on. So when you've been hiking all day, when you've been hiking all day and you don't want to stub your toe or step on a root or a rock and end your trip, then you want a camp shoe to put on. These are fantastic. And no offense, but I really hate Crocs. I know that they have come a long way and they have a lot of other options out there, but the traditional Croc, it like makes my skin crawl. I just can't. So here is an alternative to Crocs. You don't have to get this same color. They have tons of options and they are lightweight, less than a pound. Mine are a size 10. I got them a little bit big and they're less than a pound. Don't worry. Of course, we will list the weights and price and all of that jazz so you can see that.
That's right, it's the DJI Osmo action camera. It's brand new, it just came out within the last year, and it's on sale right now for Black Friday, which is also why we don't have ours yet, because the minute it went on sale, we purchased it. It was supposed to come in the mail today, but it didn't, which we're kind of sad about, but we would love to share all the specs with you. We're going to have some popping up on the screen, and we're going to share more in our post below. But let me give you a rundown real quick. It's got 12 megapixel camera. It shoots 4K up to 60 frames per second. It's waterproof up to 11 meters deep. You know, you may not trust that completely, so you may not free dive down to that depth. But they do have a waterproof camera or a case that can go on it as well. It also does time-lapse mode. It's got night shot mode. It's got 2 video screens on it, one for your, on the back of the camera for your normal shots, and one actually right on the front of that action camera for those selfie modes. And it does also do 8x slow-mo for those epic slow-mo shots. Fantastic camera for all of you outdoor hikers, travelers, vloggers. Just an all-around great camera, and we're so excited to get ours in. And also kind of sad that it's not in yet, because we'd probably be filming with it right now. But anyway, check more out of the details in the post below.
The next item we have is InReach, right over here. And it's the Garmin InReach. See what I did there? So this is going to be for your avid backcountry backpacker that's going to be maybe going out for an extended trip that's maybe not super well traveled. We don't want any more 127-hour situations going on. So InReach, it's not cheap. They are pricey, but this little device here, you can set up a plan that you do pay for monthly, but you can set it up and turn it off as you please, so you only have it activated when you need it. And it has that SOS button. So if you find yourself in a horrible situation, which hopefully never happens, but if you do, there's an SOS that you can push, and it is monitored. The local authorities will get that SOS, and then people know to come and look for you. And it has a GPS, so they can have your coordinates as well. You can also send messages to family and friends to let them know you're okay. You can have a specific link for you that you can share with family and friends so they can follow along your journey. You can let them know, hey, this place is beautiful and I'm going to stay here for 3 days. So when my dot doesn't move, don't freak out. I found a really pretty spot. That sort of thing. Just let them know that you're all right. This is great for that. Again, not going to be super cheap, but maybe a couple people can chip in and get this for you. I know that it will give your family and friends some peace of mind when you are out there in the backcountry, and they won't have to worry about you and all of those things. It's more for your family, and hopefully you never have to use that SOS, but it's there if you need it, and it is the Garmin InReach.
All right, so right here is where I would have some Bluetooth headphones if I owned them. I don't have them right now, but we have a brand picked out. We are going to be buying the BluePhonic Headphones. We found them. We follow Gone with the Winds as they sail around the world, and that is a pair of headphones that they highly recommend because of several reasons. One, they are Bluetooth, so you're wirelessly connected to your phone, makes moving around super easy for you travelers, you hikers, you backpackers, you sailors out there. And also they're waterproof. Another great option for you backpackers, hikers, sailors, travelers who are, moving around a city where it's raining. Waterproof Bluetooth headphones. They're noise reduction. I can't promise that they are noise canceling. I have not tested them myself to tell you whether or not I can hear Carlie trying to talk to me when she's right next to me. I'll let you know. But I can say based on the reviews and watching the winds, they are noise reducing. But those are the Bluetooth headphones that we will be buying. At least for me, they're connected. The 2 headphones are connected, so that you can take one out and it isn't just find a place to put it or something. They are connected. You did drape around your neck. They do clip around the back of your ear. I hate those earbuds that go on the inside of your ear and just stick in because they always fall out. My ears feel like they're weird shaped. Carlie has really small ears, and so we want something that actually clips behind the ear to make it so that whenever you're moving around, when you're looking around, they're not just going to fall out and fall in the mud. Now, they are waterproof, but you still don't want to put a muddy headphone back in your ear. So anyway, they are connected. Fantastic pair of headphones, and I will, we will be updating our reviews as we try these out, but another great addition to find in your Christmas gift list.
For some reason, wearing this on my head makes me feel like singing like, ah, Sabinia, little Lion King. I don't know. But, hey, I guess you know what the next item is. So this is the MSR Reactor, the 1.7 liters. Now, for most people, they're probably thinking, that's really overkill. You don't need that much pot, you don't need that much stove, but let me tell you. I used this in Hawaii when I was backpacking with my brother. This is what he had, and I didn't even get my stove out. Didn't use it once. We only used his. It was phenomenal. So let me just pull the stove out. There are different sizes. You can get a 1 liter pot, a 1.7, which is what this one is, or a 2 liter pot. So if you are a family and you know that there's most likely going to always be more than one of you, opt for the bigger pot. If it's less of you, get smaller. We got the 1.7 because there are 2 of us, and it was what my brother and I used. I was really pleased with it. I didn't want to not have enough, so we went with 1.7, which is technically more like a 1.5, but it does have those measurements inside. So, comes with your pot, your lid, this little cloth, which is kind of like felt-ish, but not quite as stiff, which you can make sure not scratch your pot by putting that in there. You can also use this as kind of like a hot pad to pick up your pot if you need to, or maybe give it a wipe down, that sort of thing. But this is the stove itself. It screws on to your fuel here, and it is so fantastic. So it's not an open flame, which means it doesn't get blown out by the wind near as easy. You can just, turn on light your little lighter or use a match, get your flame going, and then the pot, as you can see, is built to fit into this. And so it heats up really fast, and you boil water really fast using it. I love it. I know that it is a bit overkill and a bit heavy for your typical ultralight backpacker, but it's a stove that I'm confident in, I have used and loved, and I don't care that it weighs a little bit more, because I know that we both get hangry. It's real, and when we're hungry, we need the food right away, so we don't end up punching each other. Not really, but you get what I mean. So, it is a really good option. It is the Reactor, and whatever size is necessary, it is so good. And then you can eat all of that yummy food out there on trail, and you will have your water boiled really fast and not have to wait on dinner. And it just closes up. Also, the fuel canister fits in here with it. So then you can literally have it all stored in your pot.
All right, next up on our 2019 Christmas gear list is the Sea to Summit Silk Travel Liner. Now this is a travel liner specifically made from silk, but it also is made for travelers, and it is great for either your sleeping bag, or maybe you're staying at a hostel and you're not quite sure you want to trust the sheets and stuff like that. This silk liner is a great option for you travelers. Now, we've opted for us to get the travel liner that has the pillowcase, which I'm going to try and find real fast. And basically, very lightweight, very soft, fantastic material. But this particular one has a space to slide your pillow in up here, because you may not want to trust the pillows or the pillowcases of where you're staying. Or if you're like me and you're using our inflatable pillows from Trekology, you want to slide your pillow right up in there so it doesn't slip off of your sleeping pad or anything like that whenever you roll around in the night. But fantastic travel liner, very lightweight, great for anybody who's out there maybe traveling to a place that they're not quite sure they want to trust their hostel, or maybe even the hotel you're staying in, that you just aren't really sure about the sheets or that kind of thing. Great option to have something to be able to sleep in that is very lightweight and comfortable and packs down very easily. Now, for you ultralighters, it does come in a little bag that you can ditch, or this would also be a great opportunity to throw a rock in there and clip it onto, let me zip this up, it's got a little clip back here, throw a rock in there, clip it onto your paracord, throw it over a tree, now you've got an instant bear bag hang situation. So, multi-use options there, however you want to do it.
Okay, next we have, this is going to be geared towards the outdoor enthusiast who really likes taking photos and videoing, or is maybe addicted to their phone, because it does happen. So they are Anker battery packs. We don't have them. We haven't purchased them yet. I have heard it pronounced Anker. I have no idea which one's correct. Literally no clue. But battery packs. The ones that I have researched and looked into are the Anker, and that's what we will be purchasing. Again, don't have them, but we will make sure to list them. They come in tons of different options, so smaller, lighter weight for less time. If you're only going on like a weekend trip, then they are great for smaller trips, less charge, and then work their way up. More charge, bigger. And they do come in a variety of different ports, so you can get the 3.0 USB port, or just traditional, or micro USB. They come in a lot of different options and multiple ports, so you can charge multiple things at once. So, don't have them yet. We will be purchasing them. Don't worry, we'll link and you can read up on them. But great for that backpacker who really wants to capture the scenes on camera, or even the traveler that knows that they are going to be gone all day sightseeing and needs to make sure they have their phone charged so they have a map so they can figure out where to go next.
All right, last but not least is going to be those backpacker meals that everyone talks about. Now, there are two brands that we really highly recommend, and that is Mountain House and Backpacker's Pantry. Now, we both really like the meals here, and another great thing about these two companies is they work with another company called TerraCycle, which is a recycle program. You can sign up with TerraCycle, and they will send you an envelope in the mail wherever you're located in the U.S., and in that envelope, you'll load up your trash from these two companies, Mountain House and Backpacker's Pantry. You'll throw your trash in those from these two companies and send that back to TerraCycle, and they will recycle those materials. Now, there are some other options. You can also get a bulk option in the Mountain House. Specifically, this one is a Mexican-style rice and chicken. Great for, it's a cheaper option by ounce. You're paying less because you're buying in bulk, but you do need to repackage these into other containers, when you're, backpacking. But it does give you an option to buy a cheaper product, same product, but cheaper, per ounce. And when you repackage, you can also add whatever spices you want. So maybe you want it a little bit spicier for that day or something, you can add some spice to it. Or if you want to add some other dried ingredients, some other dried vegetables, or whatever you're wanting to add to this, maybe even mix some. So maybe you buy a couple that are bulk and you want to mix a Mexican rice with a lasagna. Who knows? I don't. whatever you want. But they do have a bulk option available. But with that being said, that is the end of our gear list for 2019. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. If you liked our video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to follow along, we're going to be posting more gear reviews and more gear videos in the coming months. So give us a subscribe if you like our videos. And if you have any other questions, please visit the post below because we're going to cover a whole lot more in detail about these products. Cheers.